Okay, so this is video 3, and last time we were talking about the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous systems, and I asked you to do homework, which would be to think about the most distressing feelings or thoughts you have and write down the solutions you can think of. And it might have been kind of hard to come up with that. But that's what I want you to keep trying. And something that can help you with this process is if you try to think about how you want things to go. How, when you get disappointed by something, or if something's not feeling good, how would you prefer it to be? Because that's kind of the step we miss. We kind of complain and bitch about stuff, but we don't really start thinking about what we want. So that's part of what I want you to do for the homework in chapter 1. Chapter 2 is going to probably be a few videos because this is the toolbox. And I'm hitting the toolbox right at the beginning because I know everybody kind of needs it right now. We're all kind of in this strange new routine. There's all this stressful stuff going on. So one of the things that's important to understand is the scientific method. And the scientific method is where you propose a question or a hypothesis. So my hypothesis might be, what may increase my depression symptoms, or what decreases my depression symptoms? Like right now I'm noticing with my anxiety and stress, I usually get a massage every week, like a 1 or 2 hour massage. I know I'm pampered, but it really helps me with stress, and because of the situation right now I haven't been able to get that. So that, along with not having enough socializing, whatever, might be making my anxiety and depression a little worse. So I'm going to try to figure out ways what I can do with that. I got my own cups. I don't know if you know about cupping, but that stuff really works, and I'm pretty sure I can cut my back by myself, so that might be fun. I'll try it and let you know. So you want to do these experiments, but you only want to change one variable or one thing that you're trying at a time. So think about that while you're working through this toolbox, that you don't want to throw too much at yourself, so then you can't know really what's making you feel better. That's one way to do it. The other way to do it is kind of the shotgun approach, where you just start trying this stuff, and just like me, you can find out later on if it has to be something that you can't do regularly anymore or whatever. Then you'll see how much it really might have helped you. So I'd keep track of what changes I'm making while I'm doing this. So the first tool we're going to cover today has to do with breathing. And everybody in the mental health field and the health field talks about breathing. Why, Michelle? Why do we have to talk about breathing all the time? Well, the reason we talk about breathing is because it affects your whole nervous system and your brain and your body. So panicking really starts with your breathing, and anxiety really can start also affecting your breathing. So you are probably taking in a lot of little huffs when you're getting anxious. That's what our sympathetic system has us do. It has us breathe more, we get sweaty, our pupils dilate so we could see better. Remember, this is all about how to escape from our ancestors. So the breathing gets kind of amped up. The problem isn't that you're not getting enough oxygen. The problem is you're not blowing out enough carbon dioxide. And this is why people have panic attacks. And as a paramedic, I went on calls for this all the time. It's an easy, quick, simple fix. We used to have people breathe into bags, brown bags. Some of you might remember that, which, it got people to focus on their breathing, but all they were doing was breathing back in more carbon dioxide. And that's not what we want. We got to get that carbon dioxide out of our bodies, because that's what makes us acidic. And when we get acidic, that's like what happens with rigor mortis and stuff. Like when we die, our bodies get acidic, and all the cells start opening up and leaking out and all that. While we're alive, if we get acidic, it sends a signal to our brainstem, and it helps us shut down. so we'll faint. And then we'll lay down, and because we're breathing fast and our heart might be pumping too fast to pump enough blood to our head, all the blood flow can return to the head. So you want to have the legs up, head down, and then you want to breathe in for 4, hold it, and then breathe out for 4, and really exhale. So you're focusing on breathing in for 4, holding it, and then breathing out for 4. And if you need to lay down, you can lay down, put your legs up, and that should stop a panic attack. I've been on many airplanes where they've called for medical help, and I've run over to see somebody slumped in their seat and pulled them down and laid them down and put their feet up, and they feel better, because the balance in your brain between the acid and the alkaline or whatever, it resets once we pass out and we start breathing normally and we start exhaling. So one of the tools I want you to start using today is the breathing. It's 4, 4, 4. So you breathe in for a count of 4, you hold it, you breathe out for a count of 4, and you do that at least 4 times. And watch and see if you don't start feeling better. Stay tuned tomorrow, because we'll have another video and another tool.